is an audiobook of Interchange English, Grammar and Composition of Class 9. Chapter 32, page number 290, Letters. Read the following letter and observe its different parts as indicated. Hetera 10, Makwanpur. Sender's address. 20 April 2017. Date the letter was written. Admissions Office, College of International Languages, Exhibition Road, Kathmandu. Receiver's address. Dear Sir or Madam, greeting. This is the greeting line, and I am writing to express an interest in the pre-sessional English courses at your college, which I learned of while searching the internet. Introduction part. I would appreciate any information you could provide about your courses. I am interested in studying English for one term, so I would like to know more about the courses you offer, the number of hours of classes per week, and the tuition fees. In addition, it would be helpful if you could provide information about accommodation. I am interested in learning as much as possible about British culture, so if it is possible, I would like to live with a family. This is the main body. Thank you in advance for your time and help. I look forward to receiving more information about your courses. Conclusion line. Yours faithfully, Complementary Clause, signature, Suresh Khalan, sender's name. Read the given letter of complaint and think over its style and content. 35 Koteshwar, Kathmandu, 18 April 2017. The Chairman, Metropolitan Council, Kathmandu. Dear Sir, I am writing to express my concern about the appalling APPALLING state of the road outside my house. Indeed, the road is in such bad repair that my next-door neighbor recently had the misfortune to get the back wheel of her car stuck in one of the enormous potholes outside my gate. She was not only most distressed by the incident, but also had to pay for a breakdown truck to pull her car out. The damage to the road surface is clearly the result of period of incessant incessant downpour. That, however, was 2 weeks ago, and nothing has been done, despite the fact that the road was inspected by a member of the council immediately after the incident. I must, therefore, insist that the council takes steps to have the road repaired as soon as possible. Moreover, I must urge the council to take appropriate action to ensure that situations like this are rectified more promptly in the future. I look forward to hearing from you. Yours faithfully, signature, Jeevan Sarma. What is a letter? A letter is usually a written or printed message we send to somebody. The letters we write are generally of two types: informal or personal letters and formal or business letters. Informal letters include letters written to relatives or friends, invitations, letters of congratulation and condolence, thank you letters, and apologies. An informal letter is casual or friendly in tone and style. Formal letters are those written for official purposes. They include application for jobs, letters requesting references and testimonials, letters to newspapers, letters of complaint, and sales letters. The parts of the letter. The mechanical construction of a letter, whether social, friendly, or business, principally falls into 6 parts. The divisions are as follows. Number 1, heading. Number 2, inside address, always used in business letters but omitted in social and friendly letters. 3, salutation. 4, body. 5, complementary clause. 6, signature. Informal letter. Here is a sample letter from Suraksha, an exchange student, to her friend. Dear Deepika, how are you? I am halfway through the first term at Tokyo University. My economics course is really hard, but I'm enjoying it so far. The bad news is I need to find a new place to live. At the moment, I've got a room in a shared flat, but there are 6 of us and only 1 bathroom. Also, I lost my mobile last week and I think somebody in the house stole it. I noticed a few other things had disappeared too. Think big. nothing big, just magazine or some CDs. When I realized what was happening, I was really shocked and upset. I decided not to talk to my flatmates about it because I wasn't completely sure, but I definitely don't want to live here now. I'm sure I told you about my friend Harsit. We used to work together at a restaurant. Now he works for an IT company in Tokyo, but I don't see him very often. We are both really busy. That's all for now. When are you going to visit me? Love, Suraksha. An informal letter has 5 parts. Number 1, the heading, which consists of the writer's address and date. The heading is placed normally on the top right-hand corner of the page. In modern style, no punctuation is used at the lines in the heading. Addresses generally follow the rule of smallest first house number, then street, then town. Postal code and telephone number come last. If you are writing a letter for the first time or to a stranger, give your full address. If you are writing to someone in another country, write the name of your country too. The date is written below the writer's address. The date is written in one of these ways: May 10, 2017, or 10 May 2017, or 10th May 2017. Number 2, the salutation, which is the opening greeting placed at the right-hand margin of the letter a few lines below the heading. The form of salutation depends on the relationship between the writer and the addresses. Some of the forms are: 2. Blood relation, salutation, my dear father or mother, dear father or mother. Friends, dear Ram. Note: don't write dear friend Ram. The punctuation after the salutation agrees with the punctuation of the writer's address. A comma can be placed after the salutation if you have used commas in writing your address at the top. 3. The body, which is the message that is sent. The body is the most important part of the letter. A good personal letter must be simple and pleasant to read. It is usually newsy, full of small details which appeal to the person you are writing to. Number 4, the complementary clause, which is a word or phrases with which we end the letter. The form of complementary clause is determined by salutation. Some of the forms are: to blood relations, complementary clause are yours affectionately, your loving son, or your loving daughter. For friends, you write yours sincerely. Some other closing phrases are: ever sincerely, cheers, yours, take care, love, best regards. The complementary clause may be placed on the right-hand side or left-hand side of the paper. Use a comma after the complementary clause if you have used a comma in the salutation. The signature, which is the writer's name, placed below the complementary clause. Look at the form of personal letter. Sender's address, not punctuated. Date, not punctuated in current practice. Salutation. Body of the letter, one line spacing as paragraphs are not indented. Complementary clause, signature or first name only. Read the following letter, observing the arrangement of the different parts. Biratnagar, 6 February 2017. Dear Mom, it may be a great surprise to you as your daughter is writing to you today rather than giving you a call. The reason why I'm writing this letter is because one of our teachers, Mrs. Rai, asked us to write a letter to an important person, and I picked you. Well, as you already know that I have been trying my hardest at school, so you could be happy with me. Today I went to school and I have already completed all my work. I have grown up thanks to you and Daddy, who made me go to school even though I didn't want to. I want to say thank you for so many things. You have taught me everything, and I can't begin to list them all. You have given freely of your time and life to raise me, and you made it look so easy. Now that I'm grown up, I realize all that you and Dad sacrificed for me and the efforts you made me to keep me safe and healthy. You have given me manners and taught to respect others. You have also taught me how to have friends and work things out. Thank you, Mom, for all the qualities and abilities you have inculcated in me. Next year, I want you to be more delighted with me because I am going to keep my grades up and go to school every day except when I'm sick. Love always, Aditi. This is an example of a personal letter. A personal letter is written to friends and relatives. They are informal variety of letter. Such letters are written in a chatty or conversational style. Formal letter. A formal letter has 6 parts. Number 1, the heading, which consists of the writer's address and the date. It is the same as in informal letters. Number 2, the inside address, which consists of the name of the firm or designation of the official and the official's address. It is written on the left-hand side 2 or 3 lines below the line of the date. Here are some examples. The manager, Nepal Bank Limited, Rasbiraz, or the editor, The Rising Nepal, Kathmandu. Number 3, the salutation, which is the opening greeting. The forms of salutation are 2, official, salutation sir or madam. 2, a firm or company, salutation dear sir or dear sirs. 2, editor, salutation sir or madam. The salutation varies depending on whom the letter is addressed to. Notes. Number 1, if the name of the person is known, dear Mr., Mrs., Miss or MS, Miss, may be used. If the letter is not written to a particular person, dear sirs may be used. 2, in American English, to whom it may concern is sometimes used. Number 4, the body, which is the message of the letter. Make your letter brief, clear, and courteous. The body may consist of 1 or more paragraphs depending on the nature of the letter. Number 5, the complementary clause, which includes the words with which we end the letter. The most common forms are 2, officials, complementary clause is yours faithfully, firms, yours faithfully, editors, yours truly or yours faithfully. Note, formal letters which begin with the person's name, example, dear Mr. or Mrs. Someone, usually finish yours sincerely. Common American endings are sincerely yours or just sincerely. Number 6, the signature, which is the writer's name placed below the complementary clause. The formal letter requires your full signature. Look at these different styles of writing a letter. Formal letter styles. Format. A, traditional style. Paragraphs are indented and there is no one-line spacing between paragraphs. Address and date are also punctuated. On the right-hand top corner, write sender's address and then date. On the left-hand side, right below the date, you write inside address, and then salutation, and then body. And complementary clause is on the right-hand side, bottom corner, and signature. Block style. Sender's address, this is on the left-hand side corner, top corner, and after the address there is date on the same side, and inside address also on the same side, and salutation also on the same side, and body and complementary clause and signature is also on the left-hand side. C, modified block style. Sender's address and date is on the right-hand corner. Then on the left-hand side, below the sender's address and date, you write inside address. Below that, you write salutation on the left-hand side, and then body, and then complementary clause, signature, and name also on the left-hand side. Notes: inside address is needed only in formal letter. Letter to the editor. Here is one sample letter to the editor of a newspaper concerning the quality of education. Sallaghari, Bhaktapur, 15 April 2017. The editor, The Rising Nepal, Kathmandu. Dear Sir, this is written in a block style. Everything is on the left-hand side. So, dear Sir, I would be grateful if you would allow a little space in your widely circulated and popular newspaper in order to draw the attention of the general public as well as the concerning authority of the government to the problem of quality education. As we all know these days, most of the students are going abroad for study and work. This is because of lack of quality education and unemployment that we are suffering in Nepal, which will ultimately invite the problem of brain drain in Nepal. If the students are provided with quality education, which will make them able to compete with international students and provide them with good jobs, the problems of educated manpower fleeing away will be solved and the country will be proud of its own skilled manpower. Only when we pay more attention and give more importance to technical education, we can at least create the study and earn situation which will certainly check the flow of the intelligence towards other countries for work. Thus, the government should open technical institutions and conduct non-formal training all over the country to control the problems of brain drain and unemployment. In the meantime, the local people should be made aware of the importance of technical education. I hope the concerned authority will take apt steps immediately. Yours faithfully, signature, and Srijan Paudel. A letter to the editor is written to draw the attention of the concerned authorities on any issue through the columns of a newspaper. It is written to the editor so that he or she would publish it in the newspaper and the concerned ones come to know about the problem in question and could take necessary steps to solve it. Letters to the editor usually contain comments, complaints, or opinions expressed by readers on matters of public interest. A specimen of letter to editor in block format. Itahari Sunsari, 10 March 2017, the editor, The Rising Nepal, Kathmandu. Sir, through the esteemed columns of your newspaper, I want to draw the attention of the authorities to the effects of dowry system. Dowry system is one of the great social evils. It has led to the death of many young brides and ruined the life of thousands of girls. Many greedy people demand dowry shamelessly. All seekers must be socially boycotted. The girls should refuse to marry boys who demand dowry. The boys should try to convince their elders that dowry is an evil. A strong public opinion should be built up against this evil. Different media should be utilized to enlighten the masses about the nuisance. NUISANC. The Anti-Dowry Act should be strongly implemented against dowry seekers. I hope the concerned authorities should think about it seriously and make appropriate steps immediately. Thank you. Yours faithfully, signature Rupak Dahal. Job applications. One of the most important types of formal or official letter is one written to apply for a job. It is usually sent in response to a vacancy advertisement. This is also in block format. 13 Paco New Road, Kathmandu, 1st January 2017. The Personnel Manager, Alka Engineering Works, New Baneshwar, Kathmandu. Dear Sir, with reference to your advertisement in the Kathmandu Post of 25 December 2016, I write to apply for the post of security officer in your company. I am 22 years old. I was educated in the National College of Applied Sciences, Saddobato, where I completed the intermediate course. For the last 2 years, I have been a security officer in Ashok Engineering Works, Putali Sadak. I have been responsible for the maintenance of the building and the protection of factory property. I have been supervising the movement of goods into and out of the factory. I enclose a testimonial from the personnel manager of Ashok Engineering Works. My present employer is willing to relieve me in 2 weeks if I am appointed by you. Yours faithfully, signature Krishna Mahat. Look at another specimen application. Fulbari Pokhara, 11 Pokhara, Leknath Metropolitan. The manager, Freedom Adventures and Tours, Holland Chowk Lakeside, Pokhara Leknath Metropolitan. 12 January 2018. Dear Sir or Madam, I would like to apply for the job of tour guide, which I saw advertised on your website. As you can see from my curriculum vitae, I recently graduated from high school with a good degree, and I have been to every corner of the city as part of my volunteering experience in the post-earthquake humanitarian service. I believe that I possess excellent communication skills, and I very much enjoy working as part of a team. While at high school, I set up a group which raised funds for charity through sporting events. Although I do not have any directly relevant experience, I understand that training would be given and I would come to the job with great enthusiasm and motivation. I enclose my CV and look forward to hearing from you soon. Yours faithfully, signature Nivedita Gurung. Read the following vacancy announcement and apply for the post. Suppose you are Robin Shrestha from Morang. Vacancy announcement. A reputed English medium school is seeking a dynamic, energetic, and well-qualified candidate for the following post. Post, primary level teacher, full-time, qualification +2, experience at least 2 years, remuneration negotiable. Qualified and interested individuals are requested to send their applications to the following address with a copy of their academic qualifications, CV, and recent passport size photograph within 20 March 2017. Principal, Modern Nepal Academy. 2 Kosi Harainsa, Morang, 18 June 2017. The Principal, Modern Nepal Academy, Kathmandu. Sir, in response to the advertisement in the Kathmandu Post dated 15 April for the post of primary level teacher in your school, I wish to offer myself as a candidate for the same and furnish the following particulars for your kind perusal. PERUSAL. As regards my qualifications, I am recent plus 2 graduate in science. I am currently working in Sagarmatha Secondary English School, Morang, as a teaching assistant. Before this, I had volunteered my service to the same institution from where I had completed my studies till SEE. Moreover, these positions gave me an opportunity to gain varied experiences in working with children. I have participated in a few workshops and training programs in the past 2 years to enhance my teaching skills. Now, I'm well versed in teaching and well disposed towards children. If selected, I assure you that I will fulfill my duties with utmost sincerity and to your full satisfaction. I look forward to hearing from you soon. Yours faithfully, signature, Robin Shrestha, enclosed CV. CV. Curriculum vitae. Name, Robin Shrestha. Date of birth, 18 April 1996. Address, Kosi Harainsa Municipality 2, Morang. Contact, telephone 021-200-8080. Home, 9841749822. Mobile, email, robin.shrestha@gmail.com. Nationality, Nepali. Marital status, never married. Personal statement. I am professional, committed, qualified teacher who hopes to build on the experience I have gained through my volunteering work as a primary teacher and first job as an assistant teacher. I can use effective methods of teaching while focusing on the individual needs of every student. I am qualified to teach kindergarten to grade 5 children and am keen to support the personal and academic development of children in primary education. Education and qualifications. Serial number, here is a table where the titles are serial number, institute, degree, division, past year. Number 1, Institute Janata Higher Secondary School, Sunsari, degree +2, division 1st, past year 2014. Number 2, Sagarmatha Secondary English School, Morang, degree SLC, division distinction, past year 2012. Experiences. 2012 to 2013, volunteer teacher, Sagarmatha Secondary English School, Morang. 2013 to 2014, teaching assistant, Sagarmatha Secondary English School, Morang. Trainings. Number 1, Teaching the Way Children Learn, 8 to 10 October 2014, Rashtra Nirman Secondary School, Morang. 2, Going the English Way, Classroom Language and Connections, 3 to 6 September 2014, Good Neighbors International, Lalitpur. Special interest: music, poetry, drama, adventures, trekking, skills, basic computer applications, email, internet, developing teaching materials. Languages known: Nepali and English fluent, Hindi and Newari good. References: 1. Kuldeep Neupane, Principal, Sagarmatha Secondary English School, Morang. 2. Roshan Man Serchan, Academic Coordinator, Janata Higher Secondary School, Sunsari. Show what you know. Page number 303. Number 1. Write a letter in 150 to 200 words to the manager of the TV showroom complaining against the screen problem in the television that you recently purchased from their showroom. Number 2. You are Rishika or Raju and you have recently completed your school education. You wish to study journalism from a foreign university. Write an application in 150 to 200 words to the admission officer of a foreign university asking for the application material and information related to your course. Number 3. Write a letter in 150 to 200 words to your tenants asking them to keep their pets from creating troubles in the neighborhood. Also, ask them to keep the house clean. Number 4. You had skipped your terminal examination due to a fracture in your hand. Write an application in 150 to 200 words to your school principal requesting him or her to let you appear for the exam that you could not take. Number 5. Write a letter in about 150 words to a bank manager requesting him or her to guide you for opening an account in their bank. Number 6. Write a letter to your friend congratulating him or her on being awarded the best student of the year. Number 7. Your best friend survived an accident and is recovering in a hospital. Write a letter to him or her wishing a speedy recovery. Number 8. You have won first prize in the inter-school dance competition. Inform your parents about the competition and express your joy in being awarded the first prize. 9. Imagine that Lucy is your new pen friend and this is her first letter to you. Hi, I'm Lucy Stevens. I'm American and I live in Boston. I'm 14. I love sports. My favorite hobby is painting. I also like playing tennis. I'm in a tennis club at school and I enjoy riding my bike. I also love reading Russian detective stories. My best friend is Sharon. We listen to music a lot. Her favorite singer is Jennifer Lopez. I think Jennifer Lopez is a great singer, but my favorite is Katy Perry. Write soon, Lucy. Now, write a letter in reply to Lucy. Include the following information: your name, nationality, and age, where you like, your hobbies and interests. I think it's what you like, but where is written? So what you like, your hobbies and interests, some information about your friends. Number 10. You are looking for a part-time job. You saw an advertisement asking for a part-time sales assistant and you want to apply for the job. Write your letter. With this, we have ended chapter number 32 at page number 303.